recreating a spooky recipe, I should say, from the 19th century just in time for Halloween. Detroit City Distillery is making absinthe the authentic way. And joining us today is Ryan Klosowski.
Klosowski.
Klosowski. Okay,
yeah,
so
very
close.
Yeah,
so close, right? Okay.
Everyone is always very close. So,
so for those who are unsure, what exactly is absinthe? I think I was first introduced on like a Bob's Burger episode.
Yeah. So absinthe is like an herbal liqueur made from like star anise, coriander. Ours actually includes the wormwood, which is the ingredient in Europe that they banned and that everyone kind of believes has hallucinogenic qualities. There's a lot of kind of like urban legends surrounding absinthe, so that you drink too much, you're going to see the green fairy, which is what like comes from the color of the absinthe. But absinthe is, that was all basically one big myth propagated back in the day in Europe. And it just came from people drinking too much. It's basically people drinking to a point where they're seeing things, which can happen if you do it with vodka or absinthe. So,
yeah. Why was it important for you guys to recreate this?
So yeah, we worked with Justin Sledge, who's actually a professor at Wayne State, and he also runs the YouTube channel Esoterica. But we thought to do something like this that has such a storied history over in Europe, it'd be cool to do something with a recipe from the 19th century. So the recipe that we actually created in partnership with Justin comes from an 1855 recipe book. So this is as real absinthe as it gets. So that's, to us, being real is an important quality. So I think that is the reason why we chose to do it that way.
Okay, so walk me through. You have a little demonstration for me
so
here.
Right now we have some of the absinthe in the glass, and then we're going to add some to the reservoir down here as well. So this is a traditional absinthe fountain. This is how you would enjoy it back then in the 19th century.
But can you drink it without
doing this process is called loosing. Yeah, you don't technically need the fountain and the whole extravagant stuff, but it kind of adds, because then people like to add like a sugar cube on these, just to sweeten the absinthe as well. So again, this will kind of turn the absinthe into like a milky green. It kind of releases some qualities of the absinthe as well as proofing it down. So in the bottle, this is 68%. So we add 3 parts water when you turn the fountain on. Looks like I gotta. So we'll let those go for a little bit. And then as this kind of pours over the sugar cube, you'll see it start to turn this kind of milky color. So you'll see as it gets towards the top of the glass, the color of the liquor is actually going to change. And does
the sugar like help sweeten it a little bit, I would imagine,
Yeah,
right?
so the sugar actually helps sweeten it quite a bit. That way, if you're a little more, sensitive or you don't drink straight liquor a whole often, it'll definitely be more palatable to those consumers. So,
and this is like like such a pretty setup and display. I'm sure people want to come and get that and get it on social.
Yeah, it's so very like I keep saying it's so theatrical. It's such a cool experience, and it kind of feeds into we have a pop-up bar that starts today called Dead City Distillery. The entire bar, basically think about stepping back into a 1900s laboratory. So there's all of this bubbling green stuff, and there's a electric hanging table, and this skeleton who has had too much absinthe puking in a barrel. It's definitely, just imagine green and purple neon, and that is what the bar is covered in. So it's definitely, again, this kind of adds to it, and it's a cool reason to celebrate the absinthe.
Very cool. And so if people want to come out, what do they need to know? How do they get there? All the information.
So we're located in historic Eastern Market. We always tell people right off the highway behind Vivio's near Eastern Market Brewing. And we are open Wednesday through Sunday. Our hours vary, but they're all on our website or on Google. And then the other thing to know is about the absinthe is this actually comes out next Thursday at 8 a.m. For $60 a bottle. And that will be available at DetroitCityDistillery.com/shop.
All right, so a party, you get the experience, the whole night.
Here,
I feel like we got to do
a
little cheers here, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely.
And thank you so much for joining us on the show here. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
All right, people know where to go.